Jammu Kashmir's Poonch, a mega anti-terror operation is underway. 4 army jawans have lost their lives after cowardly Pakistani terrorists attacked an army convoy. But Indian Army has now intensified operations in the area. Special forces have been sent in. The area commander is in fact supervising the operations on the ground. In the latest update, 8 to 10 terrorists have been trapped and operations are still underway. Reports suggest US-made rifle M4 carbine was used by the Jaish terrorists, the organization which has effectively taken responsibility of carrying out that attack yesterday through its front organization PAFF. In fact, there is a possibility that there is a China angle also to the ammunition that was used by the terrorists. In fact, in a counter-offensive, the army has trapped the terrorists in the jungles around the area where the ambush took place yesterday, and we are seeing tight security being maintained even as flushing out operations continue by our special forces. We have a ground report filed by our correspondent Gursimran Singh, and let's look at it.
The teams of National Investigation Agency have arrived at the encounter spot in the Poonch district, and I'll request Gaurav to show you that the senior officials of the NIA who have arrived at the encounter spot. Important to mention that NIA is carrying out a parallel investigation in the case in which 4 jawans of the Indian Army, they attained martyrdom in a deadly terror attack that took place in the Dera Ki Gali area of the Poonch district yesterday evening, and now the teams of the National Investigation Agency, they are heading towards the operation site. Important to mention that 3 terrorists who are believed to be from the Lashkar-e-Toiba terror outfit, they carried out this deadly attack yesterday, the Pakistani terrorists, and now the security forces, they are carrying out intensified operation. A team of the National Investigation Agency, which is headed by an officer who has an expertise in the counter-terror operation, they have arrived here at the ground zero and now are going to carry out a parallel probe in this case. With Gaurav Sani, Gursimran Singh for Republic Media Network.
That was Gursimran, in fact, from the site of encounter, and I'm told Erawat is joining us live to give us more updates. Erawat, please tell us from where you are reporting and what details can you share about the counter-terror operation that's going on as we speak?
Yeah, Abhishek, we are right now at the same spot where yesterday terrorists strike the army vehicle. In fact, you can see here how the movement of jawans are still here. We have seen from yesterday night continuously. You can see how the troopers are moving from one place to another. In fact, these are the dense forests where the search operation is going on. In fact, you can see here it was very difficult for the security forces to do operation in such difficult terrains, but we have seen the special forces have called for this kind of operation. In fact, my VG can show you from my left side. This is the vehicle that was targeted by the terrorists yesterday. In fact, if my VG, I will request my VG Mubashir to please zoom on the front side of the vehicle that was targeted by the terrorists yesterday. In fact, you can see the marks of bullets on the front shield of the vehicle. In fact, multiple bullets hit this vehicle. In fact, 2 vehicles was targeted by the terrorists. In fact, you can see here how jawans are called here for some search special operation. These troopers will be deployed here in these dense forests and the difficult terrains to deal in these anti-terror operations for the complete night. These forces are being very highly trained, and these forces are capable to live without drinking water and eating food for the couple of hours. And you can see here sniffer dogs once again have been called for these kind of operations. You can see here how these jawans are coming out from the vehicle, and they are coming out from the vehicle and they will establish multiple ambushes around this. In fact, my VJ, if he can show you, I can show you these are the difficult terrains. You can see the terrains. It was very impossible for the security forces and challenging to do operation because of the dense fog. And you can see it's the evening time. It must be the challenging for the security forces to do such operations in these kind of, you can see here the high-tech weapons, including latest gadgets, have also been present here. You can see here, my Vijay can show you, these are the jawans who are fully prepared to deal with these terrorists who targeted the Indian Army jawans yesterday. In fact, we have seen how yesterday terrorists attacked the two army vehicles of army jawans here in the Poonch, in which 4 jawans have lost their life and 3 are still injured. Yes, Abhishek. Yes, Abhishek.
Okay, and for how long this is likely to go, Arawat, if you can tell us, and also the fact that there is a possibility of some Chinese ammunition having been used. You think that's a significant development?
Yeah, Abhishek, we have learned from our sources that the US-based M4 carbine weapon has been used to hit this army vehicle. In fact, if you can see here, the wheel of that army vehicle that was hit by the terrorist's M4 carbine bullet. In fact, National Investigation Agency senior officials have visited this spot and they have collected some samples, and in fact the operation is still underway. In fact, we have spoken to some police officials and army officials earlier some while ago. They were also at this spot. They have told that this operation will take some more time, as it's very challenging and difficult for these forces to do operation in this cold, and it's evening time, and it must be very much challenging for the security forces because of the dense fog. In fact, you can see these deployments. I come here a while ago, and these troopers will be deployed for here for the night shift. In fact, I have already told you, I'll repeat, these forces are well occupied and they are well capable to deal in the -20, and in fact these jawans can fight anti-terror operations without having food. In fact, you can see here in visuals, the jawans are moving toward the dense forest. In fact, my Vijay can show you some meters. We are at the same spot where yesterday terrorists targeted the army convoy in Poonch. Yes, Abhishek.